Hey guys, it's the Doc, and we are wrapping up another amazing week here. It is beautiful. We are in the very beginning of summer. My kids' school's winding down. I got 2 out of 3 that are done. I got one more, one that has an hour left of school tomorrow, and then he starts his summer break. So summer is officially upon us, and these are my thoughts of the week. So this week, I've been thinking a lot about trusting yourself. And for some reason this week, I've been thinking about a patient that I had maybe 10 or 11 years ago. It was when I first started, when I first opened my office, and I was a young child, about 10 months old. I remember it was a Friday afternoon, and the patient's pediatrician called me and said, hey, I have this patient. He was in the emergency room yesterday, and they let him go. He came to see me today, and I really don't know what's going on with him, but he's got all this stuff going on with the skin. And I was hoping you could see him. So I said, of course, the baby came over. And I could just tell the baby was really sick. The baby had bruises all over his body, and he had some warts and some molluscum. And I asked the mom, I said, hey, you guys were in the emergency room yesterday. They were in the emergency room at NYU Hospital. I was like, what happened? And they said, well, they saw us, the dermatology team saw us, and said, just follow up with your dermatologist. There's nothing really going on here. And that just seemed off. The baby was clearly very, very ill. And I told the mom, go back to the emergency room and make sure you get at least some blood work or something done, because something is wrong. We just need to figure out what that is. So mom went back to the emergency room, and a couple of hours later, I got a phone call from the chairman of dermatology at NYU, happened to be a pediatric dermatologist. And it was a very berating phone call. He was essentially like, why would you send the patient back here? We saw him yesterday. And I said, listen, man, I was like, the child is sick, the child needs some blood work, some kind of workup. He couldn't have been a bigger asshole, and he couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, the story unfortunately has a very sad ending. The child ended up having a very serious case of incurable leukemia. But this story to me just highlights the importance of trusting yourself. It doesn't matter what someone's title is, or how big of a person they are, or et cetera, et cetera. You have to trust yourself. You have to advocate for yourself. Like in this case, as a doctor, I always look back at that story when I'm advocating for my patients. I think back at that story as a parent advocating for his kids, or as an adult advocating for an elderly parent. You just gotta trust yourself. And those are my thoughts of the week. And that's basically it. I hope all of you get into this weekend able to recharge and just ready to crush and dominate the week ahead. Trust yourself. Let's get it.